Hello, Gemini. Happy birthday. This is a general message for Gemini. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let it go. Gemini, the oracle card that's come out for you is emotions are energy in motion. Somebody's kundalini could be opening here with this snake here going up there. Your back here. Okay. Somebody here could be needing to see a physician, but somebody's emotions here are in their energy. And some of you could be getting a message as well from your third eye regarding a completion, regarding an ending. Some of you could have seen something before it happened. Who must say? Okay, Gemini, I am going to read to you the message from the third eye. If this resonates with you, Gemini, please like, share, subscribe. Trust the whisper. Your third eye is your intuitive center, the space that connects you to the mysticals. The message from your third eye is for you and you alone. When your intuition whispers, it is like an internal supportive friend who's guiding you along the journey of your life. This card is a nudge to listen and trust the whispers. What is it saying? It can feel easier to ignore the whispers as it's not always what we want to or expect to hear. But don't. Trust it. You are a special soul, Gemini, and the sooner you act on this inner whisper, the sooner your full purpose will be revealed to you. If you've been struggling to find a purpose lately, look no further. The answer is not going to come from outside of you. It will arise from you knowing yourself and the desires of your body. Your purpose is already written. Stop searching outwardly and look inward through the lens of your third eye. Now, Gemini, it seems like somebody here is looking for externally, looking out, going for job applications, playing for jobs you really don't really want to do. But somebody's here at a point where I really don't know what to do. Now, somebody needs to hear this message, okay? To open your third eye, you need to close your eyes and repeat this 5-part breath. Exhale deeply. Take a sip of air into your belly. Take a sip of air into your chest. Take a sip of air into your third eye, between the eyebrow and deep in the mind. Hold your breath for 5 seconds and squeeze your energy upwards into the third eye. Then release. And repeat this 5 times. Because eventually, that third eye will ping open. And what you need to see, like I said, it's for you only. Okay? But it's for your purpose, because this is that eye that sees things you don't see. So it's trying to reveal to you something you need to see. Okay? Now, you got 18. Somebody could be 18, but it seems like 18 could be somebody's birthday. But emotions are an energy in motion right now. Somebody could be single. Como se? Mm-hmm. Emotions are energy emotions. Emotions is simply energy emotions. It is a feeling in the body that wants to move and be released. For example, sadness wants to move through the body by releasing tears and noise. But when we suppress that motion, sadness is stored in the body and creates emotional or physical discomfort. Like I said, somebody might need a doctor. Como se? Gemini. Somebody here is could be experiencing some ill health because of their emotions that they're suppressing and it's being trapped in the body. You need to let your emotions move in order to release them through your body. We often resist feelings and emotions because we fear that we might get caught in it. However, though, the truth is that it is in resistance to feeling that emotion that it gets stuck. because somebody's refusing to acknowledge, even to acknowledge how they're really feeling, trying to avoid it, trying to suppress it, trying to drown it out. Could be with alcohol or drugs. But at the end of the day, Gemini, these are your feelings that you're holding on to. Some of you, it's past hurt. Okay? Como se? Hmm. Somebody needs to stand with your feet hip width apart. Face your left hand, or place your left hand, sorry, on your over your heart and your right hand over your belly and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through the mouth, observing how the body feels. When you identify what emotion is present, break it down into sensations, okay? Because it's like, ooh, I felt that. You know what I mean? I must say, I was getting headache. I was feeling pain in my legs or pain in my back, and you have to break it down. What you're trying to tell me, okay? Some of you carry more than you should be carrying. You know what I mean? Feeling in my heart, getting heartburn. Could be that somebody here is still holding on to unforgiveness. Como se? Release it and let it go. Okay? Allow whatever sensation you're feeling to be released, Gemini. Okay? Because it's making you sick. Como se? That's for somebody. Go within. The answers are within you. It's not externally. People can't help you through this. You got to help yourself. Okay? You know this, some of you do. And right now, in the concern to tarot card, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Behind that is the Six of Pentacles, and that's reversed, and the World card. So it has been some form of completion, or some of you could be traveling. But you realize things haven't been equal give and take here. Somebody could have power and domination, strings attached. Somebody's very stingy with the money. You could be spending more than somebody else is. But it's about self-care right now here, Gemini. Somebody needs to invest some time into self-care, as you may have been giving too much for too long. Others may have been taking advantage of you here, Gemini. So you might need to stop being a doormat and protect your finances and your emotional health right now. Okay, someone's been taking the pee. Como say? Aye. You also need to be mindful, Gemini, though, of taking on debts. Okay, especially if it's not yours, it's not your circus, not your monkey. So, and if you are being charitable here, Gemini, don't gloat. Okay? If you're gonna give somebody something, just give it. You got to let anybody know what you've done. All right? And be sure that you're doing it for the right reasons here, Gemini, rather than trying to improve your image. Okay? Como say? Because you do have the Wheel of Fortune that clarifies this. Okay? You could be in a good financial position here. Because it's going to be a change. Okay? This could be luck, destiny, chance, opportunity, fate. What it was meant to happen. Okay? You may be taking the good with the bad right now. And this cycle that you cannot control, you need to remember that no matter the outcome here, Gemini, the wheel always turns and nothing lasts forever. So one minute you could be down, the next minute you could be up. Okay? Because for somebody here right now, it seems your past has been shaped by a cycle of fate here, Gemini. Okay? There seems to be in some form of karmic shift and moments of unexpected changes taking place. But it also suggested, this Wheel of Fortune, that the past events that were influenced by forces beyond your control, it could have been leading you to some form of turning point here now. Because enough's enough for somebody, I'm hearing. Okay? It's enough. It's a cycle. It's an ending. But remember, after every ending, there's a new beginning. Somebody may want to a second chance. Somebody may complete in this cycle. Okay? Somebody could have been coming out of some form of karma. Okay? But for some of you right now, though, something has ended. Massive change. Okay? It was fate. Because the next card that you're going to be leading to from your past, okay, after you complete the cycle, you're representing yourself here. Okay? So some of you have completed the cycle here. Because with this Queen of Swords here, it seems like you embody some form of sharp intellect. You're using your discernment and your emotional clarity right now. Okay? Hmm. Seems like Gemini, this Queen of Swords urges you to cut through illusions, male or female. You need to make rational decisions here and stand firm in your truth. Because you may be in a phase of deep analysis and seeking wisdom from past experience, but a cycle has been completed, especially if you was dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, that cycle has been completed, and it's now time for you to kind of move on. Okay, from that, because some of you are keeping unforgiveness trapped in your body. Okay, and it's making you sick. Let it go, release it. People come into your life for a season, for a reason, and it's time for you to walk away now from people and things that no longer serve you. Okay. Hmm. In the present position, though, you do have the Knight of Cups here. Some of you could have been dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you, it was a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm also seeing Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer here. This is about somebody who's very idealistic, romantic, very emotional, very imaginative, very sensitive person. This is okay. Some of you could be feeling in touch with your emotions right now. Some of you may have air and water in your chart. Mm. Somebody has no qualms with listening to your heart over your head right now here, because somebody was going with their emotions right now. Everything needs to be balanced. Your heart over your head or your head over your heart is supposed to be equal give and take here. There seems to be a personal message may be arriving soon here, Gemini. Because the night often represents bringing gifts of somebody, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, who's very romantic and very imaginative, very sensitive. Okay? Hmm. For somebody, though, you could be in a situation where, let me just say something here. Como se? Somebody's emotions is wildly out of control. Others have taken notice here, and it seems like you become emotionally moody and overly jealous here. It could even be that someone is dragging you down with their emotional roller coaster, but somebody needs to try to express yourself in a more constructive and healthy way right now here, Gemini, because sadness or heartbreak may be incoming for somebody here after a cycle has been completed. Okay. Hmm. Somebody could be, cause I was feeling hot and cold, and I know it ain't the flush, flash, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? But somebody here is, seems like your emotions are running wild for somebody here. Okay? And somebody here seems to be, feeling it's bad luck. They're going through some bad luck right now. But the answers ain't outside you, they're within you. That's what's going on. It's affecting your emotions right now. Okay? Emotions are energy. Cause wherever your head goes, your body will follow here, Gemini. Okay? Hmm. This night, of course, suggests the emotional creative pursuit ahead of you, though. Perhaps a romantic offer is coming your way here. Okay? or you might be on a spiritual journey. Hmm. But for somebody though, you may even have some form of, like I said, if this third eye, you go into your third eye, you might have some form of creative pursuit, okay? Or for some of you, you're going on a spiritual journey when you go for this third eye, okay? Because your intuition is calling you right now, okay? You're being very intuitive. Hmm, that's for somebody. Wow, seven of wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hmm, for somebody though, with this Knight of Cups, that suggests an emotional creative pursuit ahead of you. Okay? Perhaps a romantic offer or a spiritual journey. Hmm. It does warn you though that the challenges with the Seven of Wands, it is warning, okay, of the challenges that might arise with you actually getting pursued like this, because some of you seem to be very defensive, okay? Some of you right now, the challenges that might arise might require you to defend your position and stand your ground here, because you may need to fight for what you believe in, but perseverance will lead to success because you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, or even a fire sign. That's could even be in your chart or somebody you had to complete a cycle with. Okay, yeah, but some of you are very defensive here. Okay, because I can see you standing your ground. You're being very stubborn. Okay, or this fire signs being very stubborn. All right, because when I'm seeing here now the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups, it creates an intrigue contrast between intellect and emotions, logic and romance here, okay? Because this Queen of Swords, they seem to embody some form of clarity here. You want clarity, okay? You're using your discernment and your rational decision making here, Gemini. Because while the Knight of Cups represents emotional depths, hmm creativity and heartfelt pursuit, together, they suggest a dynamic interplay here, perhaps a situation where emotions must be tempered with wisdom here, Gemini, okay? Or where intellect must allow space for heartfelt expression. But this combination, it can indicate a person who's navigating both the logical and the emotional sides, striving for balance here, okay? It's time to stand your ground between using your intuition and reasoning here. Yeah, especially in relationships. Because for somebody here, it also may point to a connection where one person is more analytical while the other is deeply romantic. And this requires mutual understanding because somebody here could be using their head over the heart and somebody's using their heart over the head. Okay, but you need that balance. Hmm, that's for somebody. So let's see what other message here for Gemini. Do they need to know? Because your emotions seem to be a bit all over the place for somebody here. Okay. And it could be making you come across quite defensive for somebody. Okay. Mm, mm. Somebody's definitely a rational thinker. Somebody's saying I'm fixated on you. Okay. And they're saying being around you is like a breath of fresh air, someone's saying. You could be saying this to somebody here, a water sign. But with the Seven of Swords, you gotta know now is not the time though for you to actually go into romance. Somebody might need healing right now. Although we are apart, I can still feel you. So this could be somebody here that you have a really close connection with here. I am seeing Libra Aquarius, and Gemini. I'm also seeing Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But although we are apart, you can still feel it. This is somebody here, though, that is experiencing a challenge here. Because you're being very giving, but it's now time to kind of take your power back. I'm hearing for somebody here. Somebody needs to start be able to control their emotions and their head to go and get that balance in their life. So let's see. What other message here for Gemini? Let's see what's going on in this situation for Gemini. Why somebody feels that you need to complete a cycle and stand your ground. Okay. Yeah, this could be going on in your secure family here, or where you live, okay? Because somebody here is learning, expanding, and transcending here. Some of you could be preparing for a union or a new phase in your life. That's for somebody, but it shows here that somebody still got their needs to stand their ground though and set some kind of boundaries because there is a girl with a snake. Somebody is being charmed or used here, Gemini, but you need to enable some form of boundaries here. Like I said, you've been doing too much giving here, okay? Cycle has been completed. For somebody, it's going to be a shock because it's going to be a sudden change. Somebody could be receiving some shocking news, and through you looking for your third eye, you're going to get some surprise or epiphany here, but it's going to make you have go through some form of transformation here, Gemini. Okay. If this resonates with you, Gemini, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what other message for Gemini did I need to know. Because somebody here is could be in your family, okay, your stability, your security, that somebody wants to come in or somebody here wants to start a new phase in their life, okay? But some of you could be too giving here, okay? And you might need to set some form of boundaries, okay? Because some of you could be getting charmed or used, and you need to enable boundaries here. Because when it concerns yourself here in the home, and that someone said and fixated on you, you got frenemies. Come on, say! You got fake friends who's two-faced and they've got hidden intentions here, Gemini. Okay? Pre-warned is pre-armed. Okay? Because these frenemies that you had to complete cycles with, okay, could have been wearing a mask and pretending that you was a friend and it wasn't your friend. Okay? That's for somebody. Because for some of you, it's right, wow, somebody could be on cloud nine in the present position. Because in the past, you had to close it the cycle on these frenemies. But in the present position, Gemini, you just show emotional fulfillment, expectations are being met. Some of you are ecstatic, okay, about rushing to go and say start a new relationship, a new phase in your life, okay? Because in the future position where you're standing your ground, some of you could be letting your barriers down. Some of you might need to keep your barriers up, especially if you are dealing with somebody here who's trying to use you or charm you. This knight here usually has somebody else on their side, okay? So look over your shoulder, there could be another woman. But you've got this person knows they fucked up. Yeah, they did. This is somebody who's self limiting, the feeling inadequate, the fearing failure here, okay? This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody here that you could be used by or being charmed by here, Gemini. But you need to set boundaries with this person, okay? Because they've got self-limiting thoughts. And they're feeling inadequate. They don't feel like they can match you. It could even be somebody that's younger than you. Because at the bottom, though, some of you could be supersize me. Some of you are doing too much. You could be doing too much in excessive, overindulging in food, drink, drugs. But some of you, look at that person. You feel like somebody might feel they put on weight, okay? But it has been a long road. There's been delays, there's been trials and tribulation that you've been through. But somebody was taking a long way, okay? But I always say I'd rather take the long way than the shortcut because my mother always says shortcut is a deadly shit. Something could happen by trying to cut across something here. Oh yeah. Wow. Let's see. So Gemini right now, somebody's fucked up, man. Somebody was wearing a mask. These frenemies that you could be around, okay, that you're having to complete a cycle with, okay. Let's see what they really want to tell you here, okay. Wow. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. Some of you could be around frenemies that you feel is you're bored, okay, you outgrown them, okay, in the past. So you had to complete a cycle with these people. You got no longer got nothing in common because friends remain friends because they got something in common here, Gemini. The moment they got nothing in common, they're no longer friends. Now tell me here about this cloud nine because somebody here is preparing for a union or a new phase. But you have to be careful because somebody could be wearing a mask. Somebody could be got somebody else on the side. They got a sweet mouth from hearing. Somebody here. Somebody here is saying, I feel alone in the dark. Where is my light? Somebody's missing somebody here that you brought some light into the life here. Okay. And somebody here does want to pursue this light that was in their life. Okay. Could have made them feel ecstatic when the person was around them. This could have been a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Somebody is in their present position is preparing for a union. Okay. Some of you, somebody could even be transcending here, but there's a new phase taking place. Okay. Remember, after every ending, there is a new beginning taking place here. Okay. But somebody is feeling alone and in the dark, and they want to know where is the light. Okay. Somebody can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But somebody has fucked up here. And that's why somebody here is now in a challenging position, trying to protect what they've got. Because somebody was in competition here. Okay. Voila. Wow. Someone said, I pushed you away because I do not want the responsibility. Somebody got pushed away. Somebody fucked up and they didn't want to take on that burden anymore because it wasn't your circus and it wasn't your monkey. Someone's saying here, I'm afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. So somebody was feeling insecure, like I said, okay? But you need to know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. Somebody's really not feeling or loving themselves as they should, okay? Because they're doubting themselves. It seems like you're doubting yourself with every move, every action that you're taking here. So let's see what other message here for Gemini. Gemini, if this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Because you may pursue love with passion and idealism while the Queen of Swords maintains strong boundaries here. But you need to be ensuring that emotions don't cloud your judgment as well here, Gemini. Because this can lead to dynamics where the knight must prove sincerity. Okay? Some of you are wanting a knight of cups here to prove that there's sincerity here. Okay? For some of you right now, though, some of them want me to speak. This night could be deeply romantic, very expressive and driven by emotions. Some of you may have water in your chart. But this can create a beautiful balance, though, because the Queen provides wisdom and perspective while the Knight brings in warmth and emotional depth. So that's a good combo. Okay? Because the Knight of Cups may pursue love with passion and idealism here, while the Queen of Swords, they maintain a strong boundary. So that's standing your ground, okay? Ensuring that emotions don't cloud your judgment here. But this can lead to a dynamic where the knight must prove their sincerity, like I said, right? And the queen, you must learn to kind of deal with your emotions or have some form of emotions in this situation. Because it's like you're sharing or extending what the gifts that you've got with one another. So you need to might soften your defenses a bit here, okay? Some of you are softening your fences, okay? And some of you feels like somebody got fucked up because somebody was exhausted, overwhelmed. Some of you are lacking confidence because it seems like others and their competitive natures have let you feeling vulnerable and inadequate. This question is about your decisions and choices leave you overwhelmed by the judgment of others right now. Listen to me, Gemini. From they ain't feeding you, finance you, or fucking you. Why do you care too much fuck what people think? Okay? Because at the end of the day, if you are the one who's lacking confidence, okay? You may want to back down and give up, but you know you're stronger than that, right? You fought way too hard to be where you are. So don't let somebody come inside and try to come inside and use you or abuse you. Come on, say that's for somebody, okay? Because the card that flipped over is the Nine of Wands. This is talking about somebody here in the past who was very determined, okay, to push forward. You've been through a battle, okay, and you're coming to the end of it now. Because in the present position, the Ace of Pentacles, they come out reversed, but it's a new opportunity here. Okay. Some of you could be delaying this opportunity here, or it was a false start for somebody here, or you could have even lost out financially with this person. Okay. Because the person knows they fucked up. Know what I mean? Yeah. This could even go in your working environment, because some of you, it's in your working environment, somebody's fucked up. Okay. Feeling inadequate in a job. Okay. Somebody needs to set boundaries because somebody could even be making somebody do the work for them. Because no, no, this is not the time. Even if it was somebody you worked with, some of this is not working because it's not the right time. Okay. This is somebody who's a player who rushes in and out of your life. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you, it's the King of Cups here who could be doing this Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But somebody here, this is somebody who doesn't want to be in a committed relationship. This is somebody here who listening to friends or families, okay? Because somebody here is trying to offer you a cup of love here, though, all right? But it's the influence of family members that could be having some form of third party getting in the way for some of you. Some of you could be waiting because somebody is hurt, okay? Some of you might need to heal from a third party situation because this could have taken place by using separation, okay? But now you're getting to a point where you're determined to put some burden down that you've been carrying, especially if you've been carrying other people's burdens here, okay? But you're doing too much. Whatever it is, you're doing too much here, Gemini, okay? And you need to kind of complete this cycle of. You need to empower people sometimes, Gemini, to do things for themselves, okay? Mm. Some of you may also need to stand on your own 2 feet and not lean, okay? Because in the past there, somebody got some inside scoop, or somebody was taking a closer look, or being nosy, or up in your business here, or you could have been nosy up in somebody's business. But in the present position, somebody could be carless. No car could have been repoed, or somebody's got car issues here, and somebody could have lost out financially because of this, okay? But when it concerns you standing your ground, could be with somebody you work with, okay? This person's a personator. This person wants to be you, act like you, dress like you, look like you. This is a copycat, okay? This is somebody here is like a monitoring spirit who's monitoring everything you're doing, okay? Somebody who wants to be you. Yeah, this is somebody here that somebody had a love affair with or sex fit. Someone's got a secret lover here. Okay. Now this person that they got a secret lover with Gemini, they seem to want to copy what you do, look like you. Okay. They might be with somebody that they're trying to change to look like you. A secret lover. They're trying to fix somebody that tried to do what you did for them. That's for somebody. Because at the bottom, somebody is going to go through some bad karma. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Somebody could be at the point here where they're experiencing bad luck, misfortune, disappointment, mishaps are going in your life. Luck certainly has not been on your side for somebody here, but now is the time to let go here, Gemini. Whatever is happening is completely outside of your control, and if you hang on too tightly, you'll just cause yourself more frustration here. Somebody needs to roll with the punches and accept the ride because the feeling of acceptance will push the wheel forward. But somebody's got to accept when it's over, it's over. And behind bad karma is somebody is crying over you. They're sad, they're hurt, they're upset. Okay? This is somebody here was a cyber bully. You're being bullied online, or they have suffered from it. Okay, these frenemies that you had to leave in the past, because these people had no fast, never has the fast, make shit up and lies. Okay, so at the end of the day, what you're missing, you have to walk away from people and things that no longer serve you. So let's spill the tea to get more curious as to what inside scoop was they trying to get, or you could have been trying to get here. Oh, that was quick. Definitely keeping tabs here. Someone is keeping a close eye on your actions here, Gemini, in the past. Okay. Some of you are coming out from that's why you're completing a cycle here. Wow. There could be some temporary distance between you and this person here. The distance in the relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later for somebody here because it might not be the right time, like I said, because for somebody though, somebody is in a circle of drama. It seems like your social circle is full of dramatic changes that's taking place because this is an impersonator around you here. Okay, that's for somebody. And it's going to be some breaking news, a surprise, a revelation, sorry, will shift your perspective because somebody does have ulterior motive here. Okay, someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. So pre-warned is pre-armed. Any other message here for? Okay, get some more tea, sir. So I'll spill the tea. So they've got ulterior motive here. Okay, where they want to get close to you here. Stand your ground. You may have to be quite a few people that you might have to stand your ground with here. Okay, wow. Because for somebody, rumor has it, and rumors are flying in your circle, and this could be why from these frenemies that you had to complete a cycle with in the past. Yeah, somebody here, their friendship was tested. It seems like your friendship is being tested for loyalty here. But somebody needs to relieve expectations and let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally, especially when it's letting you know that you will reconnect later. Okay, might not be the right time right now because wow, somebody here who's got a circle of drama, silent understanding in the outcome. Unspoken understanding creates a deep connection here because it seems like even though you're apart, okay, it's not the right time, even though you're apart, you're still connected in some way, okay? This is somebody that could be even be younger than you. Some of you could even be a child. But somebody here is telling you to release expectations. Let go of expectations and allow things to unfold right now, okay? Because it might not be the right time for you to be with this person, but somebody here is going to get some understanding regarding this. Because you're saying, although we are apart, I can still feel you. So, this was somebody you're very close to. Now, there is jealous issues in the past here, okay? Jealousy may be affecting your relationship, okay? So, somebody here is in a love triangle. Like I said, with a third party involved. A hidden emotional entanglement is present at the moment here. Okay, like I said, this person could be seeing you and seeing somebody else, and they know they're fucked up. Yeah, this is a fact, past life echo to somebody. Someone's connections or feelings feel like echoes from the past life. It's like, say, well, I've been here before, same script, different cast. What must say? Bad karma. Somebody ain't learning a lesson. Somebody's playing both sides here. Someone is trying to appease everybody here. Stop being a people pleaser here, Gemini. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the only person you're supposed to please is yourself so that you can be better than you was yesterday. Because somebody's got some quiet contentment, though. Somebody's simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. But somebody's playing both sides. Somebody is being put in a third party situation. Is there any other message here regarding the situation for Gemini? Do they need to know? Happy birthday, Gemini. Well, the message just Gemini need to know. Because there was some jealousy issues in the past here because of somebody put you in a third party situation. Okay. Somebody here, past life is echoing because it seems like the same script, different cast. Definitely lies. Somebody's keeping a secret. Somebody could be texting a message, but it's not. They're not sending it. Okay? Because you could have blocked this person in the past there. For somebody here, though, this love triangle, you got to read between the lines. Look for what's hidden, Gemini, because sometimes people talk. Don't look at what they're saying. Look what they're not saying. That third eye will let you see things you didn't see before. Because you've got twin flames here. This is divine connection for you and this person, but it seems like somebody's put you in a third party, though. Okay, could be the wrong time you met this person because they still got in a relationship that they need to end. There is an enemy. Watch your back. They're coming in for ulterior motives. I did tell you this, okay? You got an enemy around you here, Gemini, okay? Watch your back. These are frenemies. Because somebody here, this could be divine feminine here, who's an enemy, okay? Who has enemies, or for a male, it could be divine feminine who is your enemy. But for somebody, wow, somebody's definitely wearing a mask, not showing the true self here, okay? And it seems like you got called. You will be hearing from them. And these are friends with influences. So be careful. I said friends, the friends are influencing this person. They're changing them into somebody you don't even recognize. You know what I mean? Some of you, it's an ex-lover, an old spark that you had between this person. But there is competition. There is another woman here, Gemini, okay, or another man. But there's going to be some unexpected, and it's going to be a shock, sudden change that's going to cause this now. Okay, you're going to realize that the reason why you have to go and complete a cycle, because these weren't your friends. These were frenemies. These are people that will sleep with your girl or sleep with your man. Okay? These are people there that will stand back and know that they're seeing the man out with somebody else and don't come back and tell you till after the relationship's broken up, and then they come back and tell you all what they've seen and heard. That's for somebody. But if this resonates with you, Gemini, and I'm sorry to have given you this news on your birthday and all that, but better to be hurt with the truth than to be hurt with a lie. That's for somebody. If this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see, because they will be calling you soon. You will be hearing from them. Let's see what they have to say here to Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Remember, they're saying, although we are apart, I can still feel you. Okay? But you're on different paths. He says you are on the same, you're not on the same page with this person you have in mind right now, Gemini. The direction you want to move into are different. You're both going in two different directions. And somebody is allowing their friends, their families, or somebody to influence them here because somebody wants to be forgive and release. You are strong when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger, because some of you right now are carrying anger and you're being very bitter. Okay? Gemini, forgiving is for their gift to them, and walking away is a gift to yourself. Okay? But just remember that you'll be hearing from them soon. Okay? Friends, frenemies, because somebody's definitely overthinking. You're playing negative scenarios in your head and it's creating issues which weren't there at first. Remember that. Your head, you've let him, remember where your head goes, your body will follow, and you're getting emotions that are stuck in your body that could be making you ill. Love your shadow though, Gemini. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. Okay? Because sometimes people are more judgmental of what they see externally and not looking at what's going on with you, because sometimes people are mirroring back to you who you are. And if you don't like what you see, Gemini, the only person you can change is yourself, because you can't change nobody else. So you need to accept others as they are right now. They're making their choice. You're on a different page. You're either accept it or leave it. That's all it is. You can't actually force somebody to go and say, be your way, because people got their own choice. You got a magnetic connection though. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person though, Gemini, right? But there is a distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship to grow. Because sometimes you could be communicating over line, could be long distance from that you're talking to this person, the longer that you are far away, it gives you time to communicate, to go and say, get to know somebody. And also, if somebody's got unfinished business, it's also giving them time to wrap up that shit. Do you understand? If they want to be with you. But it is telling you to keep the door open, Gemini. Don't be so focused on a closed door that you don't see the ones which open for you. Because sometimes you just have to move on. Okay? Let go, let God. If this resonates with you, Gemini, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.